Hey, what's up? Hello, everyone. Welcome into Fantasy Filmball, the show where we turn movies into sports and sports into something we don't talk about here. My name is Matt.
My name is Dyl, and today we are back with another draft, and this time we are drafting the past 10 years of the Golden Globes for their winners for the upcoming ceremony that's happening this Sunday. By the time this video is out, maybe the awards have already happened, maybe they're happening tonight, but we do have a prediction video out on the channel, so you definitely want to go over, check that to see what we think will be added to this list in the upcoming years. So we're going all the way back to 2014, so technically there's only 18 movies that we can pick between the drama, the comedy category, but I think there's some interesting movies here that you really wouldn't think would be like picture winners.
It's a weird award show. I mean, the Golden Globes have a bad reputation for a reason, and that reason is they kind of make whack choices. I mean, two films we're not going to be picking today for sure are back in 2018. They did two absolutely bonkers picks of taking Green Book and Bohemian Rhapsody on the same night.
Well, I'm not really happy to have this first pick because I don't feel like it's a clear 1-1 because I'm coming off of the victory for the 2024 most anticipated films draft, where I think we drafted some very interesting movies and we definitely left some off of the list there. But today, if I had to go with one, I think with the first overall pick, I'm gonna go with the musical comedy category and go with La La Land.
Damn you. I really thought you were going to do the other 2016 movie.
I mean, I prefer the other 2016 movie just by a little bit, but I know La La Land is one of, if not the most popular movie on this list, and it would be my second favorite. So it's not that much of a drop-off for me to pick it here with the 1-1.
That's, you know what, good pick. La La Land is the correct number one choice. So, you know what, I will, not to spite you, because it is my second choice on the list, I will take the other 2016 winner, and I'm going to take Moonlight, one of the most beautiful, heartfelt dramas, and one of them, I would actually say, probably this Globes win cemented that Moonlight was one of the frontrunners in the 2016 awards race before it eventually won Best Picture. So, way to go, Globes, you called one early.
Yeah.
Let me think about this. There are a lot of very good films on this list, and a lot of ones that I have to debate between. I think I like this more than most other people do. So the big question for me is, do I want to take something that's a little bit risky, something that I know I really love that other people might not love? But I think for my second pick, I can't go too far in that direction. I think I have to take something for the people. And I'm going to have to take Lady Bird, the Greta Gerwig 2017 Best Comedy winner. It won over Get Out, which is a pretty crazy fact. And Lady Bird is just a wonderful film. It's a great coming-of-age story with great music and a fantastic Saoirse Ronan performance. And it cemented that Greta Gerwig was someone to watch. And I think we're going to watch her win this award again on Sunday night.
So currently I have a comedy musical and then you have one of each category, so it would make sense for me to dive into the drama realm here, but I don't really see anything in that category that's really jumping off to me that like I need to have on my roster now, even if there's some movies that I really do like. So I'm going to be sticking with musical comedy for these next two picks, and I'm going to go with the one Quentin Tarantino movie to be eligible here, and that is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, winning all the way back in 2020, which I think is a pretty good victory for it when you look at the category, as well as the overall race for the Oscars that year. I think this is one of Tarantino's best. It kind of has, you know, a taste and a sense for all of its sensibilities all packed into one, with a great Leo, a great Brad performance, Margot Robbie's in it, as well as having a very fun and very wacky final act that gave us Austin Butler, who would then see in Elvis a few years later, some great musical cues, and I don't know, I think Hollywood is one of Tarantino's best movies that he has put out so far. And to pair with that, I think I'm going to go with a director who I may not be the biggest fan of, but
no,
I think
don't
this
do
movie
it.
is
Don't
one
do
of,
it. Don't do
the
it.
best things that we've had that is eligible in this time period, and that is Wes Anderson's Grand Budapest Hotel.
I specifically didn't take that last turn because I was like, Dylan doesn't like this. He's not going to take it.
I do like this movie.
You're killing me, Dylan. You're killing me.
I mean, I have Chazelle, I have Tarantino, I have Anderson. Someone commented on our last draft saying like Matt had the better collection of directors. So I'm coming here. I'm stacking my director lineup.
I am so upset that you took Grand Budapest Hotel. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean,
Ridiculous.
musical comedies kind of stacked for Globes when you look at it. That's one of the reasons why I kind of like the Globes. Is they give us this category where some movies that really don't have a shot to win other awards can win an award.
Okay, so I'm coming back, and honestly, I think at this point you might have already won the draft. Having La La Land, Tarantino, and Grand Budapest is pretty stacked, so I think I might just decide to throw it and just pick my next favorites. So my next in line, my fourth favorite film. It's a Bohemian Rhapsody. No, it's West Side Story. I love West Side Story. This was the 2021 comedy musical winner, and it is a miracle of a film. Steven Spielberg, if he could direct musicals forever, I would be a very, very happy man. I think his direction is so kinetic and so full of energy. He shoots musical sequences like they're action scenes. Like every song and dance feels like a moment out of Indiana Jones. And that's the magic of having Spielberg in the director's chair. His adaptation of West Side Story not only does justice to the original Best Picture winning film, it actually improves on it. It's a better film than the original by far, in my opinion. Plus, it gave us Rachel Zegler, which I can't be mad at.
Yeah, good pick, good pick. West Side Story is one I was looking at, but with Hollywood there, with Budapest there, I just couldn't take it over those two.
And for my next pick, I'm going to have to go with... there's a few that I could take here. So the question is, like, how controversial do I want to go? Because I think both of these are a little controversial.
You should send it. You should send it.
Which is the 2015 Best Drama winner, The Revenant, which a lot of people are not big fans of this movie. They say it's overacting. They say that Leo did not deserve his Oscar for this performance. I say, no, wrong. This is a great film. It is artfully made. It's thoughtful, has great music. The cinematography is absolutely outstanding. It is action-packed, despite being quite a slow burn and... largely silent, it is absolutely captivating for the entire runtime. I can watch this over and over and over again, and honestly, it gets better and better and better. So, The Revenant, easy pick for me here.
Yeah, I think The Revenant is a great movie, as well as West Side Story, so I'm glad that it's being represented here in this draft, because I wasn't going to pick it, even though I really like it, because my next pick has a lot of the same complaints from a lot of people as The Revenant does, and that is 1917, being all glitz with no real substance. It's just the gimmick of the one take. That's all the movie is, but to me it's so much more. I think it's one of the most dramatic movies of that year. It's one of the most engaging. It just keeps you on the edge of your seat. I have both 2020 Golden Globe winners on my roster with Hollywood in addition to this, and I don't know, I think 1917 gets a lot of hate because it was the villain of that season because it was going against Parasite, but I think in any other year this would have been one of the people's champs of its respective seasons. So now I'm just not really sure where to go with here, because here's kind of when we get to a lot of movies where I'm just not really fans of. There's some movies I do really like, but there's no real point of taking them in the draft. So it's kind of like, do I take something I'm not really a fan of, I know a lot of other people are? Do I take like the one movie I like that I know a lot of other people don't really like? And
take Bohemian Rhapsody.
I'm not taking Bohemian Rhapsody. There's another
take
movie
Borat
where...
too.
That's the other one, and you know what? Screw it. We'll go a little crazy. We'll go a little spunky here. We got Borat, subsequent movie film number 2. This one is just, it knows what it is. It knocks it out of the park. Sacha Baron Cohen, the highlight of this movie, no, but that's what makes it special. That's what makes it original. He hands the torch over to Maria Bakalova, who delivers one of the best comedic performances that we've had in this decade so far. It's a shame that she did not win her respective category, but yeah, Borat 2. I think it really nailed the satire that it was going for, as well as the commentary at the time. It's very much a movie of the time, but sometimes we need stuff like that to remind us of like what was the landscape like during the pandemic era. And Borat 2 is probably the movie that you show people to be like, yeah, this is what the world was like during 2020.
And yeah, I mean, Maria Bakalova might be coming for an Oscar this year. I have high hopes for 2024 for Maria Bakalova.
I mean, she should have won, she may win a Fantasy Filmball award this year for her voiceover performance in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Who knows?
Oh,
Wow.
maybe. We'll have to see. Okay, good picks, but not as good as my final pick because I'm going to be taking Martin McDonagh's surprise best drama winning, because I would say that this is a comedy, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Fantastic film with two brilliant Oscar-winning performances from Sam Rockwell, Frances McDormand. This is the film that I think cemented Martin McDonagh as one of the best writers in Hollywood, just in film in general. The screenplay for this is so sharp. It's so smart and witty and yet deeply sad. Honestly, this should have been this year's comedy winner, and we could have gotten Shape of Water in drama, but I have no complaints with this being the drama winner that year either. Three Billboards truly doesn't deserve some of the hate that it gets online. It's truly a wonderful film, and in my opinion, much, much stronger than Banshees of Inisherin, which a lot of people on the internet seem to prefer to it.
I think it's really interesting how our draft went here, because I think the first 5 picks are pretty unanimously agreed great movies, and the second 5 picks are kind of controversial ones, especially in the years that they came out. But to recap our draft for the last 10 years of Golden Globe picture winners, I kicked things off with La La Land, followed it up with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and The Grand Budapest Hotel, and then rounded my team out with 1917 and Borat 2.
On the other hand, I took Moonlight, followed that up with Lady Bird, then a controversial duo of West Side Story, The Revenant, and finished my team off with Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
As always, everyone out there, go to the YouTube community tab, cast your vote. We would love to hear your voice heard in drafting for this draft that we have here, because I think it's pretty even. Matt mentioned before he thinks I have the lead. I think this is neck and neck, especially for some of my reaches out there, and that you just have some very beloved movies on your roster, like Lady Bird, like Moonlight.
We'll see. It's Greta Gerwig versus Wes Anderson. You know, it's Damien Chazelle versus Barry Jenkins. We're gonna have to see who prevails.
I know, it's a fight. We'll have to see, but you have to come back next week, so make sure that you drop a subscription, because we have some other content coming out here soon, as well as that aforementioned Globes video, and we're going to be reacting to the Globes so we can see which 2 movies could have been added to this draft. Oppenheimer, Barbie, maybe, who knows? We do this draft again next year. They could be the first 2 overall picks.
Who knows? Well, I would not be one of my first picks. That's what I'm going to say. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, my name is Matt.
My name is Dyl, and this is Fantasy Filmball.